Don't judge me. Just shush. Outlining while drafting other things is good. Okay? Hopefully those won't be nearly as painful as the edits on this thing were. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Emily. It is the last few days of NaNoWriMo. It is Monday, November 28th right now. Last week on Tuesday the 22nd, I won NaNoWriMo with 50,300 words for the month. I then did nothing for 4 days. I didn't do nothing. I didn't create new words for 4 days. Yesterday on the 27th, I wrote 700 words. We got a couple more days left in NaNoWriMo, and I'm on probably the last third of the novella that I'm rewriting right now, which is a strange little literary fantasy type thing called The Sea at the End of Everything. So this blog shall cover the last few days of NaNoWriMo and however long it takes me to write the end to this novella. I'm very excited to finish rewriting this because then I can start planning the illustrations for it. I wrote this novella a couple years ago, and so now I'm just rewriting it with better sentence structure and quite a bit of updates to the plot, making it, well, I shouldn't say making it less weird, because I started this with the goal of making it less weird and more mainstream and not just something for the really niche short story market. And to be quite frank, I think it's getting weirder. Oh well, oops, but I'm not changing it. I like it weirder. I have no idea how people are gonna take this book. It's just so bizarre. I'm having fun writing it. It is the only thing I have ever written that will probably walk up to the edge of mild horror in certain scenes, just a little, but it's really not horror at all. It's just really weird. I don't know, some of my short fiction got kind of horror-y too. But yeah, I'm on the last third or so of the book, probably. Maybe the last quarter, I'm not certain. Some of these scenes I have only vaguely planned out, and I need to see how they will pop into my head as I'm writing it. I might have to add in another scene pacing-wise. Like I mentioned before, I have this huge outline from when I wrote it in the past, but I'm also just mostly pantsing the new things that I'm fixing, which is very fun. I mentioned at the end of the last vlog, I've also yesterday I was messing around with an outline for something else that was not In Dying Starlight and was not Project Frost. Look. The Sea at the End of Everything will be finished within a week or two, and so it will be In Dying Starlight and Project Frost, and that is enough for my brain, but it's also apparently not. I'm just messing around with other ideas, okay? I'm vaguely outlining certain things. Don't judge me. Just shush. So, that's where we're at. 51,000 words for the month. Time to see how much more we can get, and also just finish up this novella however long it takes. Probably another week or so. It's Wednesday, November 30th. I don't have much to say. This is just a check-in, because on Monday I wrote 1,200 words, and yesterday I did not write anything. I was running many errands yesterday. Today I have a list of things I am doing that is writing related, but not actually writing. But since it is the last day of Nano, I want to write at least something and finish out Nano strong, but that will probably be this evening. I still have quite a bit to go for The Sea at the End of Everything, so I'll check back in later. Hi, I'm totally working on The Sea at the End of Everything. I'm definitely not making a new magic system for the new series. It's totally not what I'm doing. What are you talking about? I'm not distracted at all. Outlining while drafting other things is good. Okay? Alright, it's Friday, December 2nd. We're gonna be responsible. I'm gonna be a responsible writer and write The Sea at the End of Everything instead of just staring at the document I have that's outlining my new magic system. I can do that and still be responsible and write The Sea at the End of Everything. Let's write some stuff.
What are you doing, Snoopy? You're very cute. Rosie.
Hi, Rosie.
What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Huh? You're very cute. Hi, Alice. What's the big Alice girl doing? Huh? You're a Snoopy girl. Yeah. What about Alice? Huh? Yeah, you're so lovely. Yeah. You're a big girl. Yeah. You're a happy doggy. Yes, a happy doggy.
Okay, we're a bit slower going with the second half of this novella. It's Monday, December 5th. Where's my word tracker? There it is. I feel like I lost a few days to spending time outlining that other book idea I had, which is fine, you know. Future outlines are good. On Friday, I wrote 2,200 words, and on Saturday, I wrote 1,500 words. Yesterday, I was mostly video editing, so I didn't actually write. I wanted to, but I didn't. The novella is now 9 chapters long with, actually, I dumped a few paragraphs into what will be chapter 10. And 27,478 words. This will actually be longer than 30,000. The closer I get to the end of this, the more I figured out that I needed one more scene before the climax of the story. I didn't have anything planned there, so I've been trying to figure out what is the scene that needs to happen both for the character development to make sense and for the pacing to be correct. And I think I figured out half of an idea of what the scene should be. I just have to figure out exactly what it is saying about the story and the character development. I am approaching that point. That's actually the next scene I need to write. I think a good part of it I will figure out while writing the scene. I do tend to figure things out more when writing scenes than when actually outlining them. So I'm just gonna start with the idea that I have and see where it takes me, and if not, I can always take a day or two and try to figure it out. Today I have a bunch of In Dying Starlight stuff I have to do, so I don't know if I'm gonna get to write today. What does my to-do list look like? I need to format the ebook for In Dying Starlight 3, file the copyright for it, figure out the ebook cover for In Dying Starlight 4, email Amazon with more categories for the rest of the In Dying Starlight novellas, make sure In Dying Starlight 4 has a Goodreads page, and then the normal stuff like TikTok and Instagram and posting a chapter on Royal Road and everything like that. I think In Dying Starlight stuff will take up a good deal of today. We'll see if I actually get any words. Today is Wednesday, December 7th. I have been doing so many things the past couple of days that were not writing this novella. I would like to finish it this week, partially because I have to, because I need to start editing In Dying Starlight, and I need to finish that novella before I switch brains back into the space opera. Self-imposed deadline is Friday. For no particular reason other than on Saturday I have to go out of town and visit relatives for a day. That is it. That's the self-imposed deadline. I'm almost done with it. I just have to figure some stuff out. So we can do this. Let's go.
Is it time for food? Are you gonna talk about food? Rosie. Rosie. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Too loud! Shh, shh, shh. Oh my goodness.
It is Thursday, December 8th. I'm sitting down to finish the See at the End of Everything. I would like to take this moment once again to mention just how damn weird this book is. I don't know what I'm doing. It is simultaneously so weird, but at the same time, if it was any more explained and less weird, it just wouldn't have the same effect and I wouldn't like it as much. We're gonna finish this stupid novella today. I say stupid lovingly just because the ending is giving me a headache trying to figure out what scenes go where. Just figured out what I think I'm supposed to do. And that is not the scene I was going to add in, but a different, shorter, smaller scene that I'm adding in and I think is better. I'm also slightly rearranging the events at the end, I think. We'll see. Okay, we're done. It's Friday, December 9th, last night. It took me all day to finish that novella. It was just the slowest set of writing sprints, and then I didn't even bother to track the amount of sprints. I ended up writing 3,300 words yesterday, and that finished out the See at the End of Everything, or at least the rough draft of it, because I also have a document in my Scrivener that is a set of bullet points for the developmental edits I already know I need to do on it. They're not big, they're just necessary. That entire novella came out at about 31,000 words right now. I assume I will add a little bit more into it because the developmental edits are adding things in. I don't know how much. I wouldn't assume very much, but you never know. Fun fact, that little writing day brought my yearly total of written words to 350,800 words. Most of this novella was a rewrite of scenes that were very similar. The ending of it was almost entirely different, and I really got into the end of it. I was listening to some nice emotional music and I really got into it. I was writing very slowly, but it was one of those writing days that you really want, where everything about it, you're enjoying it as you're drafting it. Usually when I'm having a lot of fun drafting, I write really quickly, but this novella just, for whatever reason, it's a slow one, apparently. I think the small scene that I decided to put in instead of the longer scene was the correct choice, and by the time I actually got to the final scene of the book, I was thinking, yes, I think this is correctly paced. Like I said, it needs some changes for the emotional beats to be correct, I think, but I think the pacing is okay. We're gonna see when we reread this thing and start doing the developmental edits on it. Hopefully those won't be nearly as painful as the edits on this thing were. So, finishing out NaNoWriMo, I ended up with 52,200 words for NaNoWriMo. As far as this particular vlog goes, that was 9,100 words. And the whole novella, like I mentioned, is about 31,000. For those of you who are very interested in me starting Project Frost, like I am, now that I have finished the See at the End of Everything, I actually do have to take time and go back and edit In Dying Starlight 5 to send to my proofreader, I think. And then I have to edit In Dying Starlight 10 so I can be uploading it on Royal Road and elsewhere, and In Dying Starlight 10 is gonna hurt me in the editing process. It was such a rough novella, oh my goodness. But since I am going to take some time to edit, I will probably, after I edit those two, try to fix the developmental edits on the See at the End of Everything before I jump into Project Frost. I feel like I keep putting it off, but really I'm just trying to stay on top of all the little projects that I'm doing. And I think if I keep myself in the headspace of, first of all, editing, and second of all, the See at the End of Everything, doing the developmental edits on it before I start writing Project Frost is probably a good idea. So yeah, it's the end of the year. It's December. That's fine. Why is it almost January? That's not okay. I don't like that. Oh dear. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, giving it a thumbs up and a subscribe really helps out my channel. You can read my debut novel. It is out now, Under the Earth, Over the Sky. You can also read my short story collection, All the Woods She Watches Over, and In Dying Starlight is available to read on Amazon. The first novella is free, and the rest are all in Kindle Unlimited. Thank you all so much for watching. Love to hear from you guys in the comments, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!